I've been thinking a lot lately about intellectual courage and how you build that. Now, of course, intellectual courage is the balance between maintaining strong convictions and having the open-mindedness to update your views as new facts come in. Clausewitz called it coup d'oeil, and it's absolutely vital for commanders on the battlefield, and equally as important, if not more important, for trailblazing CEOs who need to make decisions to solve problems and to innovate. So let's go to my three-circle Venn diagram. Intellectual courage has three components. The first one is you've got to have considered conviction. And I don't mean knee-jerk conviction. I mean, you've got conviction in your views about your values, about your strategy, about what right looks like, and it's considered. You've gained perspective, you've done the research, you've tested, and you've come to a considered conviction. Second, you got to have genuine curiosity. So there's an open-mindedness to intellectual courage where you're willing to listen to new facts and you're willing to listen to new information that may contradict your previously held beliefs. So confirmation bias would be the opposite of genuine curiosity. And then third is you've got to encourage viewpoint diversity among your team to the point at which people are willing to contradict you. They're willing to offer new ideas. They're willing to offer fresh thinking. They're willing to identify problems so that you can take action. And you've got to have all three in place to have the intellectual courage for sound decision making. So let's take a look at what happens if something's missing. If you're in intersection number one, where you have considered conviction and genuine curiosity, but you've got no viewpoint diversity, you are going to be in a situation where your employees self-censor. And you are going to enjoy breathing your own exhaust. Boeing has run into this problem where even though the leaders had very strong conviction and probably had genuine curiosity about how to make high quality airplanes, they lacked viewpoint diversity. They did not encourage their employees to report problems. In fact, they reportedly encouraged profit over everything else. And now Boeing's on the ropes. If you're in intersection number two, where you have considered conviction and you have viewpoint diversity, but you don't encourage genuine curiosity, then your employees are going to say, hey, the boss just simply doesn't listen. So even though we're feeding the boss this information, they believe that you don't really care. They're just not going to waste your time and their time offering you new ideas. You can get to be like Kodak, where you had a company that invented digital technology. But because everybody in decision-making was from the film industry, they dismissed digital photography as a passing fad in a niche market. And if you're in intersection number three, where you've got genuine curiosity and viewpoint diversity, but you don't have conviction as a decision maker, then the indicator of that is repeated waffling. People are going to say, boss can't make a decision. Always waffling. You're like a windsock being constantly batted back and forth as the wind changes. And a business example of this is Sears, where you had information technology revolution beginning, but Sears just waffled on how to implement, waffled on whether to adopt this in their company. And as a result, Sears got overtaken by Amazon and is now out of business. The happy place, of course, is in number four. And the indicators that you're in number four are that you're able to make decisions quickly, that you're able to update views as new information comes in, and that your employees are willing to disagree with you agreeably. Awesome examples of this would be Apple, Amazon. So if intellectual courage is something that you want to build within your team to strengthen your decision-making throughout the organization, I'd be delighted to have a meaningful conversation with you. So go to chriskalinda.com. You'll find ways to schedule a call with me, and I look forward to talking with you soon.